The deadly drone attack is said to have targeted an African Union base in Elhade town in Somalia's Gedo region, about 550 kilometers west of the capital Mogadishu, near the Kenya-Somali border. It's an attack that is still shrouded in mystery amid conflicting reports on the exact number of casualties, with the fate of the Kenyan troops remaining unclear. Latest reports indicate that Kenyan troops alongside their allies from the Somali National Army were still fighting off an offensive by the Al-Shabaab terror group.
The Somali National Army camp was attacked and it was next to our camp, and we had to join the KDF had to join the Somali National Army in bid to fight and save our comrades.
In a statement released this morning, the Kenya Defence Forces confirmed that the attack indeed took place. Part of the statement stated, and I quote, "The SNA camp was overrun and the KDF troops under the AMISOM counter-attacked in support of the SNA. The fighting was still ongoing by the time of this release, and the number of casualties on both sides is unknown." End of quote. In another statement, the KDF indicated that the process of consolidating the number of casualties was still ongoing, adding that, and I quote, "KDF has increased its military operations against the Al-Shabaab militia in a bid to contain the situation in Elhade and its environs." End of quote. Unconfirmed reports by Al-Shabaab military spokesperson Abdul Aziz Abu Musab claimed several Kenyan troops had been killed in the attack after the terrorists burst into the camp using a vehicle laden with explosives. President Uhuru Kenyatta, in a statement sent to newsrooms, said, and I quote, "We will not be cowed by these cowards. With our allies, we will continue in Somalia to fulfill our mission. We will hunt down the criminals involved in today's events. Our soldiers' blood will not be shed in vain." End of quote. A statement the president reaffirmed during the launch of a street lighting project in Mombasa.
Hawa watu hawatatutisha. Sisi tuko tayari kusimama imara kulinda nchi yetu. Sisi tuko tayari kuhakikisha ya kwamba tutaendelea na shughuli yetu ya kuhakikisha ya kwamba tumeleta amani katika nchi zetu jirani, na kazi hiyo tutaiendelea, na tunaendelea kushukuru maafisa wetu ambao wanatekeleza kazi hiyo kwa niaba yetu sisi zote, na kwa hao ambao walituacha tuwasema tumeweka jamii zao kwa maombi, na wajue ya kwamba sisi kama Wakenya tuwashukuru na tualia pamoja na hao.
Through a statement, CORD leader Raila Odinga also condemned the attack and called the world to stand with Kenya and offer all necessary support in the war against terror. Well, following the attack in Somalia, police are now calling on the members of the public as well as security officers to remain vigilant, saying the threat posed by the Al-Shabaab militants locally remains real.
Passengers should not leave luggage in PSV vehicles unaccompanied or unattended. The luggage must be opened and inspected before allowing them in the PSV vehicles. People managing hotels and lodges to take and keep records of those persons patronizing their hotels and lodges. Equally, landlords to keep proper records and details of their tenants.
A section of the Somali-based militants had led last year pledge allegiance to the Syrian-based ISIS terror group, with the splinter group said to be active along the Kenya-Somali border. Yusuf Ibrahim, K24 Weekend Edition.